Governor Mary Fallin today urged lawmakers to tread lightly as they consider altering economic development incentives, perhaps saying, hey, if you swing too far in one direction, that may have an effect there as well. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so well, basically where that's coming from is the idea that we've only got so many buckets we can address this budget crisis with. We've got, you got tax increases, or you got budget cuts, or you've got, dealing with some of these what I would call tax reimbursements, and deductions and credits. I think the point she's making is well made in the sense that sometimes you're giving X to a company to incentivize them to do business in Oklahoma, and they're essentially putting 2X back into your tax base. And so if you want to save X and you take away that incentive and you lose 2X because they go away, and they don't do business here, well, that didn't help your bottom line after all. It may have felt good in the short term, but in the long term, you've got less tax revenue than you did before. And so I think, it's probably right. Tread lightly. Be very intentional and conscientious about that, because you don't want to cost yourself revenue. That's not the point. The point is you're trying to find sources of revenue to fill this $900 million budget hole. And if you employ the repeal of a tax credit as one of your methods, you better be sure that tax credit's not actually going to come back to bite you 2 times. And that's certainly the case with some of these. A lot of these tax credits do create jobs that pay good salaries that end up helping our income tax and all that. And so we'd be foolish to cut off our nose to spite our face. So I think that's right. We got to be very, very careful. Having said that, I think there are some things we can look at in tax reform, and they don't necessarily have to be tax credits. We have a very unique double deduction for state and local taxes that costs the state $80 million a year, and nobody even knows about it or appreciates it. That's something I think we can look at. There's lots of things out there along with tax credits. So, and the governor gave a state of the state that included a budget plan that did not repeal any tax credits. So she proved you can do this without repealing tax credits, and so I think that's something we have to look at.
Oklahoma Senator David Holt. Sir, I know you've been traveling a lot this week and you have a busy schedule. We appreciate you stopping by.
It's my pleasure. I'll come here anytime.
All right, fantastic. More coverage, political coverage from the state capitol and from Washington can be found in the Oklahoman and online at newsok.com.